First, we were in the forest, the grasslands, the wetlands. Then we were exploring caverns. Now we are plunging into the ocean depths. Hi, my name is Aaron. Join me as I play the third game in the Wingspan series called Finspan. Finspan is the third game in a series based on the original game called Wingspan. The first game was about birds. Then there was the second game in the series called Wormspan, which was about dragons. Now, this third game called Finspan is about plunging into the ocean depths, searching for fish and sharks. This game was designed by David Gordon and Michael O'Connell. Elizabeth Hargrave, the original designer of Wingspan, did work in the development of this game, but she herself did not design it. Now, for this playthrough, I am only playing the solo mode in this game. It's very similar to the solo mode in Wingspan if you have ever played it. Now, if you're hoping to find out how this game plays multiplayer, a lot of my actions are pretty much typical of what you expect in a multiplayer game. I'll explain how the game works a little bit later, but first, let's get started. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to NunnStop Gaming. Tonight, I am playing the solo mode of Finspan. And for those who have maybe played or heard of Wingspan, this is in the same family of games, except instead of birds, we have fish. Now, while it has many similarities to Wingspan, it is not exactly the same, and that will come through in the game. Now, I am playing the solo mode. I am playing against a fictitious character called the Nautoma. They have their own deck of cards right here. So they will operate a little bit differently. Actually, they'll operate a lot differently, but I'm still playing against them. They will score points for their eggs, young, schools, and fish cards, just like I do. But they do not have their own player board. Speaking of player board, this is the Finspan player board, which is a lot different than the Wingspan board, which is nowhere near as long. Not to mention, this is the first player board that I can think of where the board is long vertically rather than horizontally. In addition, you actually start the game with 3 fish already in play. These are printed on the board. They're small fish and they're not worth any points, but they will help you with some of your actions. For our game, these are the in-round goals. Just like with Wingspan, there are 4 rounds. So for round 1, which are called weeks. For week 1, we're scoring a point for every egg and or young. Now, in some games of Finspan, whoever got the most would also get 3 additional points. I'm only playing this at the level 2 difficulty in solo mode. 1, because I've never done it before, so I don't want to start too difficult. And then at this difficulty, no one gets 3 points for getting the most. Then for week 2, it's 2 points per medium fish. And in round 3, there's 2 points per young. Round 4 does not have an end round goal. Instead, you activate your game end abilities on your fish and then proceed to scoring. It's a lot simpler than Wingspan. And speaking of size fish, you saw that one of the goals is medium fish. Here are my starting cards, and each card, of course, it shows the points, habitat, the cost, the reward, but also the size of the fish. If it has this white look to it, it's a small fish. Medium fish will have the white and black stripes, and large fish will have this icon will be completely dark. So it looks like I have 2 medium fish in my starting hand. What's also unique in Finspan, let me put the phone here on this stand. What's unique about Finspan is you start with 5 cards, you keep them all. Now, 2 of the cards have a slightly different colored back. You'll see these 3 are kind of a darker blue, as well as those in this deck, while these other 2 are light. Well, what's that mean? Basically, these are starting cards. They're basically good for getting your engine going in a game. So everyone's given 2 of these starter cards and then 3 from the regular deck. And then over the course of the game, you will only draw fish from the normal deck, not starting cards. All right, with all that being said, let's get started. And let's see what we got here. I want a way of getting eggs and young in the first round. And I also want to pay attention to my medium fish. This one only costs me an egg, but if activated, all players draw a card. I'm not liking the idea of giving the Nautima, that is, free stuff. I have a feeling that might come back to bite me. See, the other medium fish has a win played ability. And that would just be a one-time. Oh, see, no, this is not for everyone, so this would just be me, so that's not bad. Giant hawkfish, okay. Let's see, and here's a small fish. It's rather expensive. At the end of the game, I gain a young, and I get to move a young or a school. I don't know how great that will be.
Let's see. This one, I get to, at the end of the game, I can play a fish at the top of my board. So the board, the very the top row has this. I think it's a tributary symbol on it. So this card that says play fish there basically just means I can play a fish in one of these three spots for free. The very bottom of the board has a similar symbol, and some cards may let you play a card there. And then here is a white-banded triggerfish. When activated, I can pull something from my discard pile. I do like that ability. But none of these give me will over and over give me eggs or young, which is what I would have preferred. All right, let me grab my divers and let's see. You know what? Since it's a if activated, the Ultima only gains one egg, so I actually do think I want to play this one. It only costs one egg. I can play it in any column. And it must be played in the shallow water. So I think I will play this one. So let me first get rid of an egg from one of my fish. And now, per the cost, and now I will play this long fin batfish somewhere up. I want to play it in this middle column. And I'm thinking of playing it. I don't think it really matters, so I'll just play it right here. Okay, now that's my first turn. Oh. Should have discarded a card from the Nautima deck. They have 6 actions just like me. The deck is 7 cards, so I needed to set one aside for this round. Oh yeah, let's see. Week 1, we're counting eggs and fish. Their base count is 6 eggs and or young. Ooh, that feels like a really high number. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the stormy difficulty. I want the calm difficulty. Looking at level 2. There we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. All right, 3 eggs and or young. That's better. Much better. Okay, let me move this out of the way. First turn, they draw a card. All right, let's see what they get. They get the European Flounder. They get a win played ability, but it does not affect me. So now it's back to me. I've got 4 fish now. Giant hawkfish. And I can't play the dragonfish or the salmon now. So it's really, if I'm going to play a fish, it's going to be the hawkfish or the white-banded triggerfish. And the white-banded triggerfish has to go in the leftmost column because of that symbol. I don't know if that stripe counts as a symbol. I do like the ability, though. You know what? I think I will do that. So what I'm going to do, all right, I need to discard a card from my hand. So let's do that. Let's discard this dragonfish. I'll just put it off to the side like that. That'll be my discard pile. All right, discarded fish. Now I can play this triggerfish in this column, and it must be in the shallow water. So I will stick it. Just stick him right here, right next to the batfish. They'll be nice buddies. Okay, that's my hand. Now I'm down to 2 fish. So let's see what's going to happen with the Nautima. Oh, and they would have, last turn, if they had any scuba divers on the achievement, on the in-round goal, they would have removed it, but they don't. Once again, I don't like it when these show up at the beginning of a round, because then I'm not getting anything. Okay, so I can convert 3 fish to a school, which they don't have 3 young to a school. Thankfully, they do not have that. They can convert up to 4 eggs to young, so we'll hatch these 2 eggs into young, and then they will gain 2 eggs. There's 1 and 2. Now to clarify, even though this round is counting your eggs and young, this total actually does not count for the in-round goal. Only what's listed on that card for their base value, in addition to the number of scuba divers on the week 1 tile. Okay. All right. Oh, I have not been placing my scuba divers this whole time. All right, I've played 2 fish, so these should have gone up here. So now with my 3rd action, I'm going to place my scuba diver. Try to get out of the shadows for you guys. We're going to dive into this this part of the ocean. I'm going to start here. I do have a fish in the shallow water, so I get to gain a fish from the draw pile. Let's see if it's any good. White margin stargazer. It's a small fish, but 4 points. It can also go in the medium depth waters. If activated, I get to move a fish or a school. Not really what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's move our diver down. All right, if activated, I can retrieve a card from my discard pile. So Mr. Dragonfish is coming back to my hand. All right, let's move you down. I do not have a fish in medium depth, so I'll skip that one. And thanks to the printed fish on the board, I can draw a fish for the deep water. Let's get something good. Red scorpionfish, that's very striking. And it has the exact same ability. Move a school or a fish. But it's worth a lot more points, though. Hey, and it's a medium fish. Okay, so I like this one a little bit better. And then, unfortunately, I do not have a second card in the discard pile, so I will not get this. I will not get the ability to draw a fish out of the discard pile this round. At least not for diving in this zone. Okay, now let's go back to the Nautima. Okay, no diver. They will convert all their eggs to young, or up to 2 of them, and gain 2 more eggs. You know what? There's already 2 more eggs, so I'm just going to grab 2 more young. There we go. So now this time, the next time they draw a card that lets them to convert young to schools, they will be able to do that. Okay. All right, let me think about this now. Not exactly what I was hoping for. And right now I've got 1 egg and 1 young on the board. Get that out of the shadow. Ooh. And if I play the scorpionfish, I'd have to get rid of both of those. I don't know that I want to do that. This is the only one that I can play in the deep water, but it's going to cost me 2 eggs that I do not have. But that might be an idea. Let's see. So I got 3 actions left this round. I could get some more eggs, play this one, and then do it again. That might be the thing to do. You know what? I think that is what I'm going to do. So first, I'm going to dive again. This time we're going to dive into this center column. So we'll start up here. I do have a fish in the shallow water, so I get an egg. I can place this on any fish on the board. I don't think it really matters at this point, so I'll just stick them on my trigger fish. All right. If activated, all players gain a card. Now, per solo rules, whenever I activate something that rewards everybody, they only gain 1 egg. So now I'm going to draw a card. Angel shark. So it must eat a fish. It's a large fish. At the end of the game, it's worth 10 points if there are 3 or more fish under this one. So that. That can be really, really good. Okay. That's not bad. Still not much that's going to help me with my engine that I want to get going. All right, let's move the diver down to here. I have the fish in the medium depth water, so I get another egg. This time we'll play it on the batfish. Nothing in deep water, and I get an egg to finish my turn. So we will stick him. We'll stick him down here with the grenadier, if I pronounce that correctly. Okay, now back to the Nautima. All right, remove a diver that's not there again. But they do get to convert 3 young to a school. So we'll turn these to the supply. And here is their first school. I can convert these 3 eggs to young. Woo, that doesn't feel good. And then they get 2 eggs. So here we and go. Okay. Straighten this back up. Okay. So next, I want to play. I've got 4 eggs on the board right now. And to play this scaly dragonfish, I will have to eat a cup to get rid of a couple of eggs. But I will be able to gain 3 eggs on my last turn. I could just dive in this zone 2 more times. I would just get 4 eggs altogether. I don't know if that's really what I want to do. I would like to go ahead and get him out there. And that way, in future rounds, I'm activating this zone more. So I think that is what I want to do. So I will discard. I think I want to get rid of this Stargazer. I don't think this has the same ability as this one, but it's worth fewer points and it's not a medium-sized fish. So to the discard pile you go. All right, and then 2 more eggs. So we'll get rid of this egg and this egg. Now play the dragonfish. We'll play it in the center column again, but this time in the deep water. And I will put him right here. And then at the end of the game, I can gain a young and move a young or a school. Okay. All right. Second to last move. All right. First thing, they put a diver on the end round goal. So I'll put one of theirs over here. So that brings their total to 4. And they draw a fish card. And here he is. European anchovy. It's not an ability that rewards everybody, so it does not affect me. So this will just go right here. Oh, once again, I forgot to put this diver up here in the last turn. And so for my final turn, I'm going to dive in the center zone again. So I got a fish in the shallow water, so I gain an egg. Let's put one back on the trigger fish. Okay, if activated, all players gain a fish card. Now the Ultima, they will just get an egg. I will get a fish. Barramundi. Shallow water, if activated, gain an egg. I like this. I like this a lot. And 6 points. That's a lot of points. So I like that a lot. Okay. All right. Of course, I've got a fish in the medium depth, so I gain an egg. Let's put it here on the dragonfish. And if I have a fish in the deep water, which I do, I get another egg, which can go getting full up. So, you know what? Let's put an egg on this bristlemouth here. Okay, and that's the end of my turn for the first round. Last card of the round. They gain another scuba diver and draw another card. So let's put another guy over here. And let's see what they get. Come on. Reward everybody. All right. All players. I don't know if that helps me. All players lay an egg on each fish in this zone, which would be this column. That does not help me at all. Boo. Okay. So that's the end of the round. So their base for eggs and young is 3, and add to that 2 for 5 points. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a total of 6 eggs or young. Sorry for the interruption. I had to grab a score sheet. Ignore, you see nothing here. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we'll just put a line here. So for this game, we'll just have me and the Natama. All right. So I have 6 points for round 1 to their 5. So, hey, I've got a lead there, so I'll take it. Okay, now to prepare for round 2, I'll need to shuffle the Natama deck. All right, you get to gaze at my pretty hand here and get that out of the way. So I shuffle this deck. Okay. All right. I think it's finished. 1 is removed from the round. Now I need to change this to week 2. Okay. So week 2 is the number of medium fish, which I already have 1 on the board. They start with 0. Good. Oh, there. Just make sure I can see that they have 3 fish. All right, now I need to get my divers. Got these 3 down here, and then these 3 up here. Put them in my little area, and remove their guys from the previous tile. Okay, so it's back to me to start the round. Okay, so I want medium fish, and I've got 2 of them. I got that red scorpion fish, and now that I have a number of eggs on the board, this might be a great time to start working on hatching these fish. So I can play the hawkfish, which will allow me to hatch an egg into a young and move a young. I've still got a young on my player board. I am thinking this is, well, I do have one. Once I play this card, though, I will no longer have one. If I played the rockfish would also require a young. But at the very least, I will get one back if I play the hawkfish first. And then the other thing is I could play this barramundi, which allow me to gain even more eggs. I don't think I want to play that right now, though. I think I do want to start with this hawkfish. All right, so I need to remove. All right, let's remove a young from the board. All right, grab my hawkfish. Now the question is, where do I want to play him? He has to go in shallow water. And this is a one-time benefit. Let me take a look. All right, let's look at this angel shark. Okay. I'll get 10 points if there are 3 or more fish under this one. So I could go ahead and play this one on top of this one. And that will get me that. Now I'll be losing the 4 points. So the question is, so at the end of the game, I would be giving up 4 points for 12 points. So that's still a great deal. I wish this number this number was a little bit lower, but you know what? I think I will do that. Okay, and the fish is larger than this goby, so I will go ahead, do that. The egg stays here. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting to do this. Diver goes up here to show that I played a fish card. That's my turn. All right, let's see. Wow, look at that supply. All right, what do they get? Once again, they remove a diver that's not there, and they gain a fish card. All right. Ooh, look at that guy. Bearded sea devil. It does look gruesome. It's not a very big fish. All players lay eggs on their small fish. Now the question... Oh, I do have some small fish that don't have eggs. Okay. There you go. Let's see. And that's it. Okay, well, hey, I'll take the one. Organize this back. It looks very sloppy. Here we go. Okay. All right, now then, let's see what I want to do next. So I want to get this red scorpion fish out there. It can go in medium water, which is nice. Being able to do that over here in this column would be nice. Oh, but if I put in this column, I'll be able to hatch more young, and that's really what I need to be doing. Okay, yeah, I think that needs to go over there. Oh, I just realized I did not do this when played earlier. I will go ahead and do that. And I would have done this one. Probably. Let's just say I did that one. And then their card would not have affected me. And then as far as moving, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, now let's get back to this. This one, all right, the red scorpion fish. I need to get rid of a card, an egg, and a young. All right, let's do the easy part first. Here's the young. Let's do this egg. And discard, let's discard. I'm thinking the salmon. So that's what I'm going to do. So salmon goes in my discard pile. All right, so now I can play the red scorpion fish. I'm going to play it in medium depth. Water over here on the far right. There we go. Like it. Okay, now let's see what they do. Okay. Convert up to 4 eggs into young. Ooh, they got a young. Look at that. And they gain 2 eggs. 1, 2. Okay. All right. My hand is now down to the angel shark, which I will not play this round because I don't want to put it on top of my medium-sized hawkfish. And the barramundi, which I don't have any young to be able to play that one. Now, let's look at my board. I could go a number of ways as far as diving. I could get a bunch more eggs. I don't know that I want to do that. If I did young, I'd get to hatch 1. 1, 2, and then I would get 1, 2 movements. I do think I will do that. All right, so let's grab my diver once again. I forgot to put one up here. All right. All right, first thing, hatch a young egg into a young. So I'm gonna do this one. All right, move this diver down. All right, I've got a fish here, so I can hatch another egg. So I will choose this one. All right, if activated, I can move a young or a school. I'm gonna move this young right here. I don't have any fish in the deep waters, and I get to make another movement. So let's move this young right here. My hope is I can just hatch this egg and immediately get a school. Okay. That's my third turn. What are they going to do? Once again, they're removing a diver that's not there. And they get to get a school. I'm not liking how these are coming out. Okay. Convert these 2 to young. And get 2 more eggs. Okay. All right. I definitely want to get more cards now. Maybe I can get another medium fish. So let's dive here and grab a card. Come on, medium fish, medium fish. This is the great white shark. 10 points. And all players, man, that's going to give them 4 eggs. It'll allow me to put egg on each of my predator fish, which I have. I will eventually get the shark. I don't know if I get this dragonfish, scorpion fish. Oh, well, hello. I've actually got a good number of them. In my discard pile, do I have any? And the answer is no. Okay. Well, that actually may not be that bad. And I'd have to play it on top of something. 10 points. That's a lot of points. I feel like I need to try to do that. Okay. All right. Let's move this guy down. I can pull something out of my discard pile. So the question is, do I want the salmon or the stargazer? And I think it's easily the salmon for me. All right, put this here. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm going to grab the other card anyways. All right, nothing there. Grab another card from the deck. And this one's a small fish, so not what I wanted to see. Krillfish. If activated, took a card under this one. But it has to be a small fish, which I do not have. So this is not a good card. At least not a good card for me anyways. And now I get to draw the other card out of my discard pile. Okay. So I got my stargazer back. All right, back to the Nautima. And remove another diver that's not there. Oh man, this is terrible. All right, convert another set of young to a school. If you heard that bang, my phone stand fell down. All right, there's the young. Convert these. Oh, there's the school. Convert these 2 to young, and grab 2 more eggs. This is not looking good for me. Okay. Let's get this back on the stand. There we go. So I've got 2 more. 2 more. I mean, on one hand, I could go for fish again and hope that I get another one. The other option let's see. I could get more eggs. I could go ahead and play the great white shark. And it can go pretty much anywhere I want. And young will be much more valuable in the next round. But I could just wait until the last round and play it. I think I will. I do want to try and get a medium fish if I can. All right, so let's just. But I could activate that ability, and I might get one, and I get eggs in the process. Because otherwise, if I run this column, I'm getting two fish, and I'm not getting advantage of this. Taking advantage. This one I think is better. I'll get a fish. Maybe it's a medium-sized fish. Maybe it's not. But I can also get some more eggs. I actually think that is what I want to do. So let's go ahead and get an egg. So the question is, where do I want it? I think I definitely want it somewhere up here. All right. If activated, everyone gets a card. So if they're not small, they just get an egg. And I will get... Come on. Yeah, medium fish. The Chinese trumpet fish. And at the end of the game, I can place an egg on all of my medium fish. That is I do like this. And I've already got 3 medium fish out there. So I just need to keep this in mind that I can lay eggs, put eggs on them. Combine that with this in-game ability that that just gives me young. It doesn't hatch them. But if I found one that did do that, that would be really, really cool. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's a winner. Okay, let's move you down. Nothing. Wait, no, there is something there, so I do get another egg and take a guess where it's gonna go. Okay. Get another egg, which is why I placed that dragonfish there. Now this one I want to go on the bristlemouth. And lastly, another egg. We'll go right here on the grenadier. Okay, I like that turn. That turned out very well. All right, let's see what they do. Ah, they got a diver. Just looking a lot like the first round. Maybe I should shuffle better. All right, there's your medium fish. And you get draw a fish card. And it does nothing for me. So now for my final turn of this round, obviously I'm going to play this trumpet fish. So I need an egg and discard a card. This is the easy pick to discard some. And then over here, as far as the egg is concerned, I think I'm going to get rid of... I'm thinking this one. No, let's do this one. Okay. Okay, and it can go in any column, but it has to be in shallow water. You know what, it just dawned on me. I was talking about that angel shark earlier. But if I cover up that medium fish, I'm not going to have an egg to put on it using this card. So I may have to just throw something out there. Well, that would just be one extra egg. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, so let's play this guy right. I don't think it matters. You know what? I want to put something right. It's like, do I want to cover up one of these symbols? I don't. I think if I don't have to, there's no need to. So he's going to go right here. Nice. Okay. And for their final turn, they will, no surprise, get another diver. And get another fish card. And it's not a everyone gets something type of card. It's the striped marlin. It's a big fish, only worth 2 points. But normally it would allow someone to play a fish in their shallow water. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So we're at the end of the round. Oh, I keep forgetting to do this. So this one goes up. Should have gone up here. Okay. So medium fish, they have 2 plus 0. So they have 2 medium fish. At 2 points each, they get 4. Nope. Come on, if I can get it on here so I can write. There we go. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 medium fish for 8 points. Nice. Okay. All right, week 3, which is 2 points per young. Let's see what they will be getting. All right. Well, we want this side because we're only on level 2. Young, they start with 3 of them. Okay. Now I need to shuffle. Let's do a better job this time. Come on now. I should not be drawing all these cards that say remove a diver when there are no divers there. So we're going to see if I can do better this time on the shuffle. Okay. I feel better. Maybe. Alright, there's the one we get rid of. And here is their pile. Alright, now I retrieve my divers. Okay. Alright, now we are back to here. Young is the name of the game here. And that's the tricky thing. And maybe I should have thought about this earlier, because if I hatch this egg, those young will automatically become a school, so it may behoove me to not hatch that egg. Wait to do that in the final round. Man, I'm gonna... But you know what? This may come in handy then, because if I can just hatch a bunch of young and then do a lot of these movement actions, that could really, really help. Of course, the other option is if I use my movement actions now and just group my young in groups of 2, then in the last round, all I have to do is run this final column one time to hatch a bunch of eggs, and form a bunch of schools at one time. So this stargazer may turn out to be pretty handy. I'm liking it. Of course, the angel shark. I want to make sure I get 3 or more fish under it. Right now, my original plan was to put it on top of this hawkfish, but I would have to place something a little bit bigger than the hawkfish. Well, I guess technically the barramundi would satisfy. Oh, nope, because it goes in the middle column and not the far right column. Ugh. This is a tough decision. Because I don't want to get rid of my young. So now the question is, well, maybe I should go ahead and get this. That's true. If I play this, I'll discard a couple cards, and then the next time I draw fish, I'll have at least 2 fish in the discard pile to draw from. Thinking this is what I want to do. I think so. Okay. All right, so I need to get rid of 1 egg. I don't think I want to get rid of that, though. I'm just going to make sure not to hatch it this round. I'll get rid of this egg. And 2 fish. Okay, which, I mean, I'm going to get these right back, so I don't think this really matters. We'll just go ahead and grab these 2 in the discard pile. Okay, now I'm going to play my stargazer. It can go in medium depth, which is actually what I want to do. I'll put it here, so now I can draw an extra card and make a movement of my fish when I'm drawing cards. All right. Oh, I keep not doing this. All right. Diver goes there. Now it is the Noctimus' turn. Come on. Let them put something on that card that we can take it off later. No! Why do I keep drawing those early? All right, they get a school. They have 4 schools already. That was a young. All right, and now you get to see the bag of eggs, young, and schools. Okay. There. Convert these eggs into young. Oops. And they get 2 eggs. Not the one I wanted to draw. Okay, now I think this is pretty our choice here is pretty simple. I'm going to dive in this zone. Draw a card. All right, I need something that will play over that hawkfish. This'll do. And it's a when played ability. When played, I can play a fish in my center column. Interesting. And if I did that, which one would it be? It could be this barramundi. I like it. Really like it. Okay. Alright, if activated, draw something from my discard pile. Hello, Angel Shark. Welcome back. Okay. All right, now that I have a fish here, I can draw a card. Let's see. When played, I get to hatch 3 young. That's amazing. Abyssal spiderfish. Only two. But that's a nice ability to play this round. I like it a lot. That's a keeper. All right, I get 1 movement. And I just realized I don't have any young. Only young are here, but they're already where I want them to be. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. So let's move him right here, and then I can hatch that one. It's not that big of a deal. All right. Draw another card from the deck. Let's see. Abyssal anglerfish. It's another one that has this symbol on it, which does this? No, the spiderfish does not have that symbol. So deep water, 2 points. I get 3 points if I have no tokens on this fish. Okay, so it's essentially, as long as I don't put anything on it, it's a 5-point card. It only costs me a card to discard and an egg. Which, if I play this before the great white shark, I will basically get it back. So that's not bad. And then finally, I get to draw my great white back into my hand. Okay, we'll just stick you down here. That is my last discarded card that I have not drawn. Okay. All right, now let's see what the Notama does. Come on, don't do one of these again. Hey, that makes me feel better. All right, they gain a figure on this one. And they draw a fish card. It doesn't help me in any way, so there's your mackerel. All right. Now then, what to do with this? I really like this ability, so if I can get I need to hatch 3 young. I've already got more than 3 eggs out there, so now would not be a bad time to play it. I just want to make sure if there's anything else I want to play first. Let's see, let me look at this guitar fish. When played, play a fish in there. So that's an option. Let me play a couple fish. That is a good idea. I think I may play this one. I'll get rid of 3 eggs and a young, which I do have. And then I can now put some eggs on my fish after doing that. I think I like this one. Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the Trolla Guitar Fish. Get rid of 2 eggs. So let's get rid of... Could get rid of that one. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one and this one. Or maybe... Well, I'm about to put eggs on them again anyway, so we'll just do that. Okay. All right. So the guitar fish, it's 100. So I can play it on top of this hawkfish. So I will do that, and that gives me now 3 fish total in this spot. When played, I can play a fish in this column. So that brings me to the Barramundi, which costs me another egg and a young. So I will get rid of this young. Oh, and I had that egg that was on top of here. I'll discard that as well to play the Barramundi up here. And now I will get another egg on my next turn. All right, now let's move you back over here. Okay, let's see what the Nautima does. All right, they gain another diver and another card, so you get to go right here. Oh, I should have removed these from the previous round. And they will gain this card. Platefish. All right, that does nothing for me. It's an interesting looking fish. Okay. Okay. Is that my third? That was my third turn. I should have put this up here. I keep doing that. Okay. Now I want to put eggs on my fish. So let's dive into this zone. I can now play an egg. So let's put an egg right here. If activated, gain an egg. If activated, all players gain a card, so they will get another egg, and I will get what we got here. Live Sharpsucker. Costs 2 eggs. It's a medium fish. And when played, I can tuck 2 cards under this one. Okay. That's another medium fish that will help with my great white. Question is, if I played it, who would I tuck? I could tuck the Creole fish. And I could tuck this one as well. Another option is I could play that on top of the triggerfish, which is only worth 1 point. If I decided I didn't need that ability anymore, that is an option for me. In fact, so I could tuck this one and play it on top of that. No, actually, that may not be correct. I think when it has to be from my hand with those 2. That's right. Oh, what would I choose? Do I want that? Well, I'll think about it some more. Let's continue. An egg. So let's put one right here. An egg. So let's put one over here. And lastly, another egg. And we shall do... Let's do this. I think. Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, let's see what they do now. Okay. All right, now where are the ones that take off the divers? Maybe this is not what I want. Ugh. All right, they gain another diver. Let's see, they get to convert these to a school. There's the school. Convert these 3 to young. And get 2 more eggs. That's a lot. Okay. All right. Oops. Phone stand. All right, I've got 2 more divers. Again, the goal for this round is 2 points per young. So I need to start hatching. And I think this is a great one to do. I think I will do that. Okay. So I will discard. Let's discard the angler. Well, do I want to do that? I'm wondering if I should actually do this one. Oh, but it's a medium fish. I could use that. Okay. This is not easy. This salmon gives me an extra play. Okay, I do feel like it needs to be this one. Oh, but it has that symbol. Maybe, okay, you know what? I do think it needs to be the sapsucker, because I don't need this right now. Let's discard that one. And the salmon, and maybe I can get the salmon back. Okay. So there's my payment. It goes in the deep part of the ocean. So if I put it here, I'll get an extra movement. I could put it here and get an extra point. But I am thinking it needs to be here. I really like getting that extra, So we'll do that. When played, hatch 3 young. Or hatch 3 eggs into young, so we'll do this one. This one, and this one. Okay. That was somewhere up here. All right, this needs to go up here. All right, now for their turn. Come on, take a diver off there. Take it off. No. They get some more young. And 2 more eggs. There we go. Okay. And last turn of the round, and that's definitely going to be hatching these eggs. So we'll start here. I'm going to hatch an egg. So let's hatch this one. Then we move down here, hatch another one. Let's hatch this one. Or is that what I want to do? You know what? I think I'm fine with it. Okay. And then I get to make 1 movement. So let's move you right here. Get another movement. You know what? Let's just do here to here. And then close with another movement. And now I can move this one to here. Beautiful. Okay, and then come on, remove a diver. Remove it. Yeah. All right. They lose one of these. Oops, I haven't been moving this around. This is the goal. The round that we are on, week 3. Okay, and then they get a fish. Come on, give me some. Give me some. And it doesn't. Okay. All right, so the goal is, whoops, 2 points per young. They've got 2 plus 3 for 5, so 5 times 2 is 10 points for the Nautima. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2 is 12 points, so still maintaining that lead on these achievements. But that is the last of them. There is no end round goal other than activating your the game end powers. So that goes up there. We don't need to worry about the divers now. But I still need to shuffle their cards. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, remove a card. You know what? I kind of need to move these up a bit. Okay, we're done with the schools up there, so we just need to worry about those. Okay. All right, let me grab my divers. Okay. Oh, you get to go right back there. Okay. So now the question is, how do I want to play this? I could dive. That would give me a couple of my cards back from the discard pile. But I could go ahead and play the Great White. If I did that, because nothing, I'm looking here at my discard pile, none of these will get this benefit, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to just go ahead and play this. And so, well, actually, I say that if I played these first, that would give me even more eggs. So the question is, okay, I've only got 6. That's what I need to keep in mind. I only have 6 turns, so there's not much I can do. So I mean, this is one. These 2 I definitely want to definitely want to do. This one, this is 5 points. Plus, if I play this ahead of the Great White, that will give me 6, which is already as many points as the salmon is. Oh, that's actually more than the salmon is worth, not to mention the salmon costs 2 eggs. For an ability to play a fish at the top, I actually don't know that that's much benefit. That's something I need. Now, the shark sucker, that actually could be pretty good. It costs 2 eggs, though. It's only worth 4 points. If I took 2 cards, it's 6 points. I just don't know that that's worth it at this point in the game. Because I'm losing 2 points, so it's essentially a 2 point. Yeah, it is a 4 point game. 4 point card. Losing 2 eggs, but I'm tucking 2 cards underneath it. But I don't know that the work to get to it is worth it right now. Okay, so okay, I think I'm gonna start because I know I want to do the angel shark. So let's just go ahead and do that. The only cost, it goes in the shallow water, and the only cost is to play it on top of a fish, which I already want to do over here on top of that. So let's just go ahead and do that. And now this is a 12-point card. Okay. And then the Nautama does... Okay, that's nothing now, so they gain a fish. Come on. Do me something good. It does not. Okay. Back to my hand. Let's play the Abyssal Anglerfish. I don't know if it really matters where I play it. I mean, I could put it on top of the Grenadier. The good thing about that is, well, it's a point. So I think I will do that. All right. Oh, but it costs me a card. Eee. Cost me a card and an egg. I wonder, because I'm going to get a bunch of eggs with my great white. So let's look at this middle column. I will gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs in 1 turn. Can I put these on 5 fish that are not the predators? I got 1, 2. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, yeah. I can do this. So I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dive in this zone. So let's put an egg right on. No, not that one. What is the best option here? I think it's just to go back to this one. All right, we'll start here. Go do another egg. We'll do it on the trumpet fish. All right, all players gain a fish. They gain an egg. I will get something that's just going to get discarded unless it's just amazing. Whoa, that's an interesting looking fish. The wolf trap angler. It does have that symbol. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't know if I want to use... At 3 points, I don't know if it's worth another turn at this point in the game. So this is and giving up a young. So this is definitely a card to discard, which is all I wanted. All right, lay an egg. This one goes. It can go on the Burgundy or the triggerfish. So let's just do the triggerfish. Okay. Or maybe, actually, yeah, take them on. Let's do the Burgundy. Okay. Hey, another egg. Maybe that was all pointless, anyways. But you know what? I'm gonna put one on this. Let's put one. Let's do the spiderfish. And then lastly, let's put one on this one, the stargazer. Okay. All right, that's my turn. Their next turn, they get another card. Okay. And nothing for me. Smooth Oreo Dory. That's an interesting looking fish. Look at those eyes. That's interesting. Okay. Oops. All right. Now, Now I can play this little anglerfish. So I am actually going to remember to put this up here. Wait, I didn't do that the first time, did I? No, I did not. All right, this was for the, what was it that I had played? Oh, it was the angel shark. All right, now the diver up there for my anglerfish, which is going to go on top of my grenadier, which will give me a point for doing that. All right, back to the Nautima. Okay, well, it was bound to happen eventually. These three get converted to a school. Okay. Here's your... Oops, no, that's not a school. As much as I would like that to be what they got. Alright, and these three get converted to young, and then they get 2 eggs. Okay, so I've got 3 turns left. And at this point, I think it's obvious. I'm playing the Great White, which will get rid of a couple young, but I can lay a bunch of eggs, and then I'm going to use my final 2 turns to hatch them. All right, sounds good. So let's do... All right, let's do the Great White. So we're going to remove... Let's remove this young and this young. Stick these over off to the side. Okay, and I have to put it on top of a fish. And I think I had decided earlier that it was going to go on top of the triggerfish, since it's only worth a point. Although I could put it on the bristlemouth. Yeah, actually, that makes more sense. Why would I not put it on top of the bristlemouth? Oh, but the bristlemouth already has an egg on it. So, it doesn't really matter either way in that case. Okay, so yeah, I will just go ahead and put it over here. Is that correct? I think so. Okay, so yep. Okay, all players put eggs on their predators. Now it's a win played power that for everyone. So the Nautima gains 4 eggs. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I will gain an egg. Whoops, not that. As much as I would like that. See, egg there. There's my anglerfish. Egg there. Nope. Egg here on the scorpionfish. Egg on, oops. If you're wondering, I'm just reaching blindly over here where the supply is. Egg here, and egg here. Nice. Okay. Oh, and my diver is supposed to go up here. They are doing the same thing again, so these 3 become a school. Now, only up to 4 eggs are hatched into young, so we'll just do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then they will gain 2 more eggs. Okay, so I've got my 2 final actions. Oh, I forgot that was down there. Oh, I should have discarded that earlier with my, when I played my anglerfish. Okay, but I'm not worried about getting any more cards because now I'm just going to be focusing on getting some schools. So we'll dive here. I get to hatch an egg, so we'll hatch this one, which automatically creates a school. Yay. All right, we'll move down to here. I can hatch another one. So we will do this one. We'll get 1 movement. Okay, get another movement, which creates another school. All right. And another movement. Have no young. Ooh, I just realized I need to make sure to get that off of there last round. So I will need to hatch and move this one off of the anglerfish. But in the meantime, well, I guess I can just move this one over here. And it seems kind of weird to move a school of fish into the same area as a great white. Yeah, let's just put it up here next to the barramundi. All right. Their second to last move is the same thing again. They will get a school. Switch hands with my phone. All right, we'll hatch these 4 eggs, and they will gain 2 more eggs. All right, last turn. All right, let me look this over, because let me look at these game end powers. I know I need to move that egg off. This one will get me another young. Let's see, this one, okay, that's not a game end. An egg on every medium fish. So that is something to keep them. Oh yeah, I need to get them off of my medium fish. Oh, I hope I did this right. Get them off my medium fish, otherwise I'm not making good use of that ability. Ugh. Okay. All right, that one's already done. Actually, I'm not going to be able to make as good a use of this as I thought. Okay, so I'm obviously doing this. I've got 2 hatches, and I will get 1, 2. Is that 1, 2 movements? Oh, I'm not going to be able to create another school if I only got 2 hatches. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and dive. Wait a minute. Is that what I want to do, though? Yeah, I need to. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and hatch an egg. We want to hatch this one. That's a must. All right, we'll skip down to here. We will hatch another one, which needs to be a medium fish. It doesn't really matter which one, so we will just hatch this one. All right, get a free movement, which get this one off of there. Okay. Another movement. Doesn't really matter, but we'll just move them there. Because. And that's it. And for their final turn of the game, they convert these 2 to young and gain 2 more eggs. That's probably as good as it was going to get for me, as far as what they did. Okay. So now it is activate my game end powers. Now that one is just points at the end of the game, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, this one. Let's see. Does it the order matter? Ooh. Hello. Oh, if I had played this out better, I probably should have moved this school out of the way. No, I could have done this better so that I could have used this game in power to create another school. Because I'm assuming I have to put the young there. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Stick you right here on the stand. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. This allows me to put a young on any fish in the ocean. Huh. Well, you know what? Let's stick a young. Let's go ahead and activate this one. I'm going to stick a young right here. And then I get a movement to move this one here and create a school. There we go. Okay. All right, this one's done. That's at the end. That's in scoring. That's in scoring. So now it's just place an egg on every medium fish. And once again, I did not quite use this to the extent I would have liked, because this one already has an egg. This one already has an egg. All right, the scorpion fish does not have an egg. That's one. And that's it. So I got to put one egg down, because I did not do that very well. Okay, now it's time for final scoring. All right, I'm going to, let's move some of this away. Let's put this here. So this time I'm not trying to hold the phone and write at the same time. All right. So game in points. Now they don't get any, but I get three points for this one and 10 points for that one. So that's 13 points for me. Okay. Then points printed on the visible fish. Now, according to the Nautima rules, for their fish, they score at level 2. They will score 3 points for every fish. So they have, that's a lot of fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 3 is 33 points. Ooh, that just feels like a lot. Let's see what I have. Let's go with, all right, 6, 16, 20, 22, 25, 29, 36, 38, 42, 44. Okay, 44. I will take it. All right, eggs. A point each. That's for me, not for the Nautima. So for me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. For me, the Nautima, they get a point for every 2 eggs, and they only have 2, so that's 1 point for them. That is wonderful. Our young, 1 point each, and unfortunately, I have none because they're all either eggs or schools. Just make sure I'm not overseeing anything. Nope, that's it. All right, so no young for me. The Nautima scores a point for all of their young, which they have an abundance of. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 12. That hurt. All right, schools of fish are worth 6 points each. And I have 1, 2, and 3 thanks to the dragonfish here. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then for the Nautima, they score So this is level, we're playing at level 2, so that's 5 points per school. So they have, make sure I've got all this correct. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8. So 8 times 5 is 40. Oh, that hurts. All right, they didn't consume any fish. So now I will see how many did I consume. Let's see. The angler consumed that one, so there's 1. No, there's none there. I don't think I put any under there. Okay. All right, there is 1, 1, 2, and then the printed one, so 3 more. So that's 4 total. None, and then 5. All right, so 5 points. Will that be enough? So let's see. 14, 16, 19, 23, 31, 39, 44. And there's 4, 5, 6, 100. Well, all right, 114. Just double check. 14, 16, 19, 23, 31, 39, 44, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. Yep. All right, the Nautama, 9, 12, 13, 15. Oh, please don't be 15. Okay, so 1, 2, 5, 6, 10. Yes. Double check. 9, 12, 13, 15. 1, 2, 5, 6, 10. So final score. I scored 114, Nautama 105. 9-point difference. All right. So, first time playing the solo mode in Finspan is a victory, albeit on the next to easiest level. Man, now it just makes me wonder, man, how hard is it going to win if I up the level a little bit? But we'll probably try it at some point. Here is the winning board. And thank you all for joining me this evening. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And with all that being said, God bless you and have fun gaming.